What is going on, everyone? This is Jazz. And of course, as you see on the table, we have some Rolling Realms, which of course is the new roll and write from um, Stonemaier Games. And of course, my job is calling me as this is going on my lunch break. But here we are. We're going to be giving you a little bit of sneak peek inside to what Rolling Realms is, which is going to be coming to pre-order soon on the Stonemaier's website. I'm going to be playing a just a live playthrough as if multiple people were playing this game. This was a game that was released during the pandemic last year, designed by Jamie Stegmaier. It was a print and play, but now it's actually a physical copy of a game. So we have it here. I've been playing through this quite a bit. I'm not going to go through this. I'm going to explain the solo mode a little bit as well, but I am going to just kind of show you everything that's on the table, kind of play along. If you do want to play along with this, as we go, if you go to the Stonemaier's website and you search for Rolling Realms, I'm actually going to look for that publication really quick so you guys can get that for you. It's actually, if you're watching this on YouTube, you will be able to go right to the link that I put in. Actually, I'm going to put in the description or actually in the chat, as well as if you are watching it on Facebook, all of the comments of where I had posted this stream are down below. In the comments section, you'll be able to go to the print and play. But also, if you go to this page that I'm going to link you to, you'll be actually able to even do a digital form of this game. There's a link to it on this page. I'm going to post it in the chat. That way you can actually play along, right along with us. If you are want to play, you can play a digital form of this. I see my buddy Dave in the comments here. So yeah, we will be starting the game shortly. I just want to give some time for those who are here that want to just kind of go to this page that I have. It's a rules page, but on there you'll see a link that'll take you to the Dropbox where you can download the actual print and play, which is version 10.1. Or if you just want to go to the digital version, you can actually do it right on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet. You can actually play right along. It actually kind of just links up everything. It takes track of the numbers. It works pretty seamlessly. It was a fan-made digital form for this. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing with the 9 realms that are on that digital form. Because in this game does come with actually 11 realms that are here. So pretty much all the realms are based off of different previous Stonemaier titles like Scythe, My Little Scythe, Euphoria, Tapestry, Viticulture, just to name a few. But there are 2 new ones in here. I'll leave those for you to discover later. But we're going to be playing with the 9, so we're going to shuffle through those 9 and kind of randomly play through it out. Those that are here, bear with me today. I do have my daughter. She is home from school today. She is sick, so she's actually over there doing her thing, playing. So if you see her on stream, give her a shout out. Just say hi. She's actually not feeling that well. She's been home yesterday and today. So we're doing this how we do it, right? Working with my daughter at home. We're doing it how we do. We just go on the fly. So let's have some fun today. I'm actually going to be showing you guys. Let's take a look at what this looks like on the table. So this is Rolling Realms. So how this is going to work is you're going to get the opportunity to pretty much have 9 different realms. I'm going to take the 2 off that are not in that print and play version, but you're going to get different realms here. All right. And how the game starts off is you're going to be shuffling these realms. Okay. And the game is going to be played over the course of 3 different rounds. And after the end of your 3 rounds, your total score based on the stars that you get, if you're familiar with, many of Jamie Stegmaier's design, stars are his version of victory points. So how this will work is when you have your gain your stars each round, you're going to calculate what your stars are at the very end, and your total is going to be your score. When you're playing it against other people competitively, you can just compare who has the highest score. Or if you're playing it solo, you're just going to be competing on who you think, trying to just better your score each time. But there is a new solo variant. I'm going to talk about this as well. It's called Solitaire Miniature Golf or Mini Golf. So let's get back to how the base game is played. The base game would be we'll shuffle these up. All right. Give it a nice little shuffle. And then one player at the table, whoever you decide, will select 3 realms. So we've got Viticulture, Between Two Cities, and Between Two Castles. So once you have your 3 realms for round 1, everybody at the table will select these same 3 realms, and then you will play through the round using these 3 cards. And then you'll do the same thing for round 2 and round 3, giving you, again, every round of 3 sets. So you would pretty much take these, put them off to the side, shuffle the 6, or in this case, you would actually have 8 more remaining, and you will shuffle these and then select another 3, and then last round select another 3. And then you get your final score. How the game is going to work, we're going to be rolling dice. And then you're going to be looking at your 2 dice. For example, here I have a 4 and a 3. I would write my 4, write my 3, and then I have to place each die into a separate realm. So I can choose to do one of the 3, and then the second die that I choose has to be another realm. And as you go through and place your numbers into the various realms, you're going to be gaining resources. You have pumpkins, you have hearts, and you have coins, and the different resources that you gain are going to allow you to do various things. Like if you have 2 pumpkins, you can spend 2 pumpkins at any time during your turn to adjust the die plus or minus 1. You can spend 3 of them to adjust the die plus or minus, or even leave it the same as where it is, but you can use it in a realm that's already been used if you use 3 pumpkins. If you use 2 pumpkins, if the dice was, for example, rolled into a pair, this would allow you to gain another die of that value. So pretty much you would pretty much have 3 dice. All right. And then if you had, that's if you spend 2 hearts. If you spend 3 hearts, you can gain a die of any value rolled. So if I had a 4 and a 5 and I want to do another 5, I can spend 3 hearts and have a third die, an imaginary 5, and I'd have to place it again in another realm that wasn't used. Here, if I spend 2 coins, you can, if the sum of the dice, for example, we had that 4 and the 3 equals 7, you can gain a die of the same value of any one of these. So this is just another way to gain an imaginary die, a dummy die, I guess you would say. And then lastly, you can also gain a die of X value. So however many coins you spend, you can gain an additional die, a virtual die of that. So if I wanted to spend 6 coins, that would give me a 6 value die if I needed it. So pretty much that's how this game is going to be played. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down in the comments. I will be looking at the comments as we go through. I'm going to answer all the questions. One thing I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be giving you my full take on this game today. I have been playing it a lot, and I'm going to be playing it some more. I'm working my way through the solo mode, but on Friday this week, I will be dropping my final review on this game so that you guys can get an insight on what I think about it. But really quick, I said I was going to talk about this solitaire mode. So how the solitaire mode works, it's pretty much like miniature golf. For those that know Jamie Stonemaier, he likes to do disc golf, all right? So I'm pretty sure this is where he took it from. But in this solo mode, and many know the Automa Factory does very well with doing their solo mode. So I've been working through this. I still, my opinions, I'm still holding it for later, but you're pretty much going to be playing through a 18-round hole of golf. The game plays the same way as you normally do. You'd have 3 realms each round, but each hole is going to play specific realms. For example, the hole 1 is called Early Birdie, and you'd have to pretty much have, you're going to use the realms Charterstone, Scythe, and Tapestry. And there's also a rules change. So the rules change is going to work here, and it's going to say that you only have 7 turns. So normally in a round you have 9 turns, but in hole 1 you're actually only going to have 7 turns to complete this. And it says cross out dice spaces for 2 turns before starting. So pretty much you can cross the first 2 spaces out or the last 2, however you want to do. And you have to pretty much score 8 stars to complete this hole. And in the game, you're actually going to be given a score sheet. As you can see, I've been working through. I'm doing fairly well. I've worked through the first 7 holes here. But how it would work is you would place your score in your first try, second, you have up to 4 tries. And like in golf, you have a par. If you finish it in your first try, it's going to be, of course, a par 1. So obviously for the first hole, it is a par 1, and I was able to complete that successfully. But as you can see down here for the 7th hole, it says that it's a par 2 course, but I actually completed this in 3 tries. So of course that was like, I had a bogey, all right, 1 over par. So therefore, you're going to play through your 18 holes, and then you're going to try and figure out how many number of tries you got, and then check it out to the par of the course. So it's a 36 par course. All right, I'm not a heavy golfer. I go to the driving range every once in a while, so this is probably going to be my closest actually playing golf. But yeah, it's so far it is challenging. Anybody likes a solo mode that likes something challenging, it is challenging. I see Sarah in the comments says she's been playing the print and play version. She's enjoying it. So this one, it's going to be hitting retail soon. There's going to be a pre-order on the Stonemeier's website. So let's get into this. If you have the print and play, like I said, or if you have the link that I put in the chat, it will allow you to go. The link is actually going to be in the chat on YouTube. So if you go there, that will let you also use the digital version. You actually see it on that page. There's 2 different links on that page that will allow you to do it. So again, if you're watching this at another time, please feel free to play along, and we're going to go through. So of course, you have Viticulture between 2 cities and between 2 castles. We're going to play as much as we can. Again, I told you I have my daughter here today. She's homesick, but we're getting closer to that lunchtime. But again, we expect the unexpected here. So I'll explain how these work. With Viticulture, how you're going to do is if you roll a die, you can roll your 1 through 6. When you choose a die to place there, you're going to pretty much circle a grape, and then you're going to show that you have used that die and gain that resource. For example, here it would be a coin. So it says either gain a grape and the resource, or you can choose to use the sum of 1 die and the value of at least 1 gained grape to mark off a wine order. So for example, let's say I had, and it says at least 1 grape. So let's say I had the 1 and the 4 already circled from a previous turn. And later on the round, I wanted to use the die 6 in Viticulture. I would take the value of 6, add it to either the 4 to make 10, or I can add it to the 4 and the 1 to create an 11. And that would thus give me filling this wine order of an 11, which has 2 stars. And then at the end of the round, I would pretty much have fulfilled 2 wine orders, giving me 2 stars at the end of the round. You're trying to gain, every realm allows you to gain up to 6 stars. And again, it is very challenging trying to get the 6, I will tell you that. Between 2 cities, this one's very interesting because how it works is you're going to fill a square. It's like a Sudoku puzzle. When you fill a number, every orthogonally adjacent number has to be different. So I would have to put a 5 here. Again, this is not orthogonally adjacent, so I could put a 6. And what would happen is once you fill in a row or a column, you're going to gain those resources. And at the very end of the round, between 2 cities, scores where you're going to look at the lowest value of your other 2 realms. And whatever your other 2 realms' lowest value is, you are going to score that one the same. So if you got 3 stars in Viticulture and that was your lowest, you're also going to get 3 stars in between 2 cities. But there's a catch. Your score here cannot be higher than the number of squares that you had filled in. So if I'm going to get 3 as my lowest, I would at least have to have 3 squares filled out in the between 2 cities realm. Lastly, between 2 castles, which is fairly easy, how you're going to do is you're going to have to put your numbers in numerical order, highest number at the bottom. And for example, let's say I have a 5 here. I'd have to put less than 5 above it. So this would be anywhere from a 1 to a 4 above it. Once I do that, I've completed this row. I'm able to gain those resources. So I would gain these 2 hearts. I would mark it down on my sheet. That would let me know. Mark it down on my sheet would be by circling it. And then anytime I use it, I usually put a line through it. So I would have gained that resource. At the very end of the round, you are going to score 1 star for each column that you've completed here. So that's how it will work in here. I mean, for each completed row, okay? Per completed row, you have rows and columns. All right. So if you guys are ready, let me down know. I say, oh, One Board Family's in the house. It says, do the cards have any way of sharing the card's difficulty level with the player? Explain that. What do you mean for me, One Board Family? Because each card doesn't really have a difficulty value on it, but I will tell you that through playing it, some of the cards, I feel some of the realms are more challenging than others, but there's no set difficulty that shows on it. I think it's just kind of the more you play, and as you play it, you're kind of going to feel which ones you enjoy to see on the table and which ones you really are like, this one's going to give me a run for my money. I will tell you, there are ones in here, and I'm pretty sure it might come up, that I just really struggle trying to get those stars on there. I've struggled severely on some of them when it comes down to the mini golf game, the solo variant. I said, so some cards seem more advanced than others. Yes, some cards are more advanced than others. But will I say, like, in level of from kids to, like, obviously you guys have a lot of family games. I wouldn't say that there's an essence of difficulty in age range, but more in like just like really crunchy in how you're going to play this. But yeah, I do it. Sarah says she agrees. Some realms are more challenging than others. So let's get right into this. We're going to start rolling dice, and then we're going to see how it works. So hopefully we can definitely get through a full round, and then maybe next round we'll see what the realms are, and then we'll go from there. So I have a 6 and a 1. So I have a 1 and a 6. How are we going to write it down? I'm going to see where I'm going to put these at. So of course a 6, I'm going to like to start it off, and let's put it over here in between 2 castles. So I'm going to start down at the very bottom here, just because I have more numbers that I'm going to have to fill, and I don't really roll 6s a lot. And let's take the number 1, and let's put it here. Yeah, let's start off in Viticulture. I don't know why I went 1 there, but yeah, I like 1. So we're going to do that. I'm actually going to gain a coin from doing that. And that's my first roll of round 1. So let's go and roll on these second roll. So we have a 5 and a 2. All right. And if anybody's questioning, this little thing does not come with the game, this little dice tray. One of these portable dice trays that I purchased from Game On. They're very cool, so check those out. So let's see, my 5 and my 2. Yeah, why not continue over here in between 2 castles, put the 5 above the 6, and then, yeah, in between 2 cities, I'll start with a 2 right in the center. I'm not sure if this is good. If you guys want to help me out in the comments, I'm more than happy to take some criticism, especially if you don't like my placements. I'm cool with that too. So, all right. So we got a 1 and a 4. Again, this is going to be one round is going to be 9 different placements of numbers. So I have a 1 and a 4, and yeah, why don't we just fill this out here with a 1? It's going to give me 2 coins. So I'm up to 3 coins now that I can use anytime during my turn. And another 1. I've already used the 1 in Viticulture, so let's do the 1 here, right here in between 2 cities. All right. I like collecting coins in this game. I don't know why. Maybe I feel like I'm always, in other games, I'm really tight on money in games. I just don't do well. So maybe in this game, I feel like I can gain the coins a lot easier. All right. So a 2 and a 3. All right. So we've got a 3 here. And that's going to give me 2 coins. And over here, let's go with a 3. All right, place the 3 here. Let's put a 2. Why don't we just place it here? That's going to give me a pumpkin. So again, the pumpkins allow me to adjust die values. And then your coins, you can use them anywhere from 1 to 6 of them to be able to gain dice values. So I see Danique is in the comments. She says, sorry, multitasking. I'm seeing a different Viticulture than the one you have in the digital version. Are you using the 10.1 version, Danique? There also is that digital version as well. So, oh, look, we got Jamie in the comments says, sorry to be missing this, but I have pizza coming. Hopefully it's good pizza. I don't know. What's your favorite pizza? Anybody in the comments? Jamie's eating pizza. So I've been on this like kind of weight kick lately, down 20 pounds. Hooray. But I've been getting into this cauliflower pizza lately. Margarita cauliflower pizza has been my jam. We've got a local place not too far from here, probably about 15 minutes away, that makes some really good cauliflower pizza. So of course I've been trying to get some in the some freezer cauliflower pizza. It just doesn't taste as well. Maybe one day when I'm not as lazy, I can actually make some of my own, but we'll see. My wife, I'll leave that to my wife. She does a lot better on that. So, all right, let's keep rolling. Another 2 and another 3. All right. So I'm going to take this 3 over here. And then that'll give me a heart. And the other 2, I'm not sure if I want to use that 2. Let's say, why not? Let's make the 2 and let's place it down here. All right, let's place that 2 down there. Okay. So Dave is a local Jersey guy saying De Lorenzo's. Never had De Lorenzo's. All right. Never had De Lorenzo's. Um, I am particular to some pizzas, but definitely haven't had De Lorenzo's. All right. Remember, I'm a New York guy, so like it's very tough to please me when it comes to pizza. I'm gonna be honest. Originally from New York, it's gonna be very difficult to give me pizza. And yes, I've had this debate with Derek Funkhauser and Lizzie from the Board Game Spotlight, saying that Chicago deep dish is good pizza. It's decent, but it's pizza's not eaten with a fork. I like to fold it. Fork and knife. It's good, but it's not pizza to me. It's like a delicacy or something. It's like pizza cake, if you want to say it. So 4 and a 5. Where are we going to put this 4 and 5? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to be short if I use it here. Let's just actually use the 5 here in Viticulture. And then for the 4, let's place it right over here. Actually, I'm going to like to put it down here because for some reason I never get to complete between 2 castles that often. So at least I have 1 row filled, so I know I'm going to get at least 1 star in that one. Okay, so I have a 4 and a 5. Didn't gain any resources. Actually, I did. I gained a pumpkin. So I've got another pumpkin, so I have the opportunity to change a die, and you can use however many resources you have available to you. So you can use the 2 die. All right, Dave, what's your one thing? Says, oh yeah, Danique, let me actually see. I'm actually going to pull over really quick to see what that Viticulture is on there. Your resources are going to be different in essence, what's at the bottom, but it's going to play the same. So pretty much you would, on that one, I'm looking at the 10.1 version now. So the 1 and the 2 are hearts, as opposed to on my thing, you'll see that the 1 and the 2 are coins. So if you want to make the correction yourself on that end to kind of match this printed into the version that I'm playing, or flip it around however you want, it's up to you. Again, we're here to just have fun, kind of see how this works out. But you're going to circle your numbers, and then you're going to gain that resource. And then a subsequent turn, you can take a rolled die and add it to any number of those already previous, what they call grapes up here. Take that sum, and then that will allow you to fill one of your orders. And again, to fill the orders, you have to be at least equal to actually mark that order. You want to get it right there to equal the order correctly. All right, so let's play it as such. So everybody, I was good on my rolls, right? Make sure that I'm good. Okay. All right. So a 4 and a 6, and we're getting close to the very end of this round. All right. 4 and 6. So I can't, I can put 6s over here. So I'm going to take that 6. All right. So we'll take this 6 and we'll pair it up with this 5. So I'm going to cross out this 5, show that I've already used it. Actually, you know what? Sorry. I'm going to take that turn back. All right. So we're going to take that 6 and I'm going to actually pair it with the 3 and the 1 to create a 10 and fulfill this wine order. All right. So I know at the very end of this round, at least I have 2 points there. Let's take this other 4. And you know what I'm going to do with that 4? I'm going to place it over here. And that's going to give me another pumpkin and another heart. And I'm struggling here. I only have 2 hearts. 2 points there. I'm going to need some more in the between 2 castles. So let's see what we can do. Yes, the dice are very chunky. They got like a little marbleized coat to them, so all of them are a little bit different, I guess, how they were molded. All right, so we've got a 2 and a 2. So this is going to be pretty cool. So I can take the 2 and the 2. Let's take the 2. We'll place it here. This is going to give me 2 hearts. All right, 2 hearts. And then I can also place another 2 somewhere else. So let's place the other 2 here, because I can't place it orthogonally adjacent, so that's my last place to place. And then I can spend, because I rolled a pair, I can spend 2 hearts to make a 3rd die, pretty much, or copy one of these dice to make it a 2. And then I will spend 2 pumpkins to make that imaginary die a 4, allowing me to circle this, giving me another heart. All right, so not working out that well. Yeah, I definitely got to use some of those resources. Let's see. So I put a die in every realm, which kind of hurt me. So this round, let's see what I'm going to have to work with. I know I'm going to need a die here to at least gain some more resources. I'm really not worried so much about the resources here. I got to fill out these two. So it's going to hurt me a little bit. All right. So looks like I'm only going to get 1 star here and potentially 4 stars here. Let's see. All right. So we've got a 4 and a 5. So let's take this resource. Before we actually do that, let's take the 4 and the 5. You are watching it, baby girl. That's my daughter over there having some fun. So we've got a 5 here. Really isn't going to help me out too much. That 5 there. Actually, let's see what. Let's do the 5 here. It's going to give me some pumpkins to actually work with. Got 2 pumpkins to work with. Let's take this 4. We'll add 4, 5, 6, 7. They'll make it a 7. All right, to give it that 7 plus the 4 will make it, and we'll be able to fill this 11. All right, by adding this to that, and that's going to be the round 1. All right, so how that's going to work on the scoring, if I've gotten it right, so I've gotten 2 stars, and each of these fulfilled orders or contracts. All right, sorry, I'm over here cheating and giving myself an extra one. This one over here is only 1 row completed. Didn't do so hot over here. All right. And then, because I've only gotten 1 here, I'm going to only be able to get 1 here. It's my lowest of the other 2 realms. So this round, I've got the 4, 5, 6 stars. But how the game works here, you're going to get 6 point, however many resources you have left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6.8 is going to be my round 1 score. So that's one thing that was added here differently than the original, is that there is the opportunity to have decimal points. Your resources will give you 0.1 point for each one. So you have each castle. This is my question, Chris, and it says score 1 point per completed row. Each castle has 3 rows. So each castle has 3 rows, right? 1, 2, 3. So am I correct? Help me out here, Chris. I think I'm screwing something up. 1. Oh, it's each completed row. So here, 1, 2. That's right. Thank you. Each completed castle. There you go. So I've got 2. So 2, and then this would give me 2 here. So there you go up there. So 2, 4, 6, 8.8 would be the score. Look at that. I was undercutting myself. All right. So there you go. That's going to be the first round. And then how we would work it out is we would place these off to the side. We would erase all of our resources. Yes, they are lost. I'm going to erase the top here. And then we'll play 1 more round so you can kind of see how this is going to work for the next one. So we're going to take the remaining cards that we're going to shuffle. And then we're going to go Wingspan, Tapestry, and My Little Scythe. So Wingspan, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fill numbers up in here. I can put any numbers in there. And when I gain my resources, at the very end, I'm going to look at the completed area. And if my numbers total 7, I will be able to gain an additional star. So each one is going to give you 1 star for just having numbers filled in all the way to the end. You're going to fill these left to right. And if I have exact match of the number of the sum, so if these 3 numbers equal to 7, that's going to give me an additional star. So that's how you can get 2 stars per each area in Wingspan. Tapestry is pretty cool. If you played Tapestry on the side and you're when you're placing your different buildings in Tapestry, similar, you're going to be drawing out anywhere from a 1 by 1 all the way to this cool, I call it a step ladder, some stairs, and you're going to be able to use these in these different areas. When you completely fill a circle of a 2 by 2 grid, it's going to give you the resource inside, and then you will gain a star if everything is completed and filled in the columns and in my rows as well. So 1 second, my daughter's here. You don't want that cookie, baby. It's okay. You can leave it right there. All right. So That's how you're going to go. So rows and columns, and you'll see some of each of these, well, most of them have already one square that's already been filled. My little side is going to work. So when I place a number in here, so for example, if I cross out this 1, it's going to give me the 6. And then it says gain a coin when completing the matching pair of hexes. So if I spell the 1 and the 1, I will gain a. This one here would give me a pumpkin. This one here would give me a heart. And then if I've done both of the ones, it'll also give me a coin. You're going to score 2 stars per resource type, pumpkins, hearts, and coins, for which you've gained at least 6 resources this round from all realms. All right, so I'm trying to gain at least 6 from different resources. So if I can get 6 pumpkins this round, it's going to allow me to gain 2 hearts that way. 2 stars that way. I gain 6 hearts. It's going to give me 2 stars and 6 coins. I'm trying to get a bunch of resources this round. Let's see how it works. All right, so we'll start off with my first roll. All right, and I'm here with a 4-2. All right, so I'm going to start off with, let's play a 4 here. All right, so let's play a 4 right here in this realm, giving me a heart. Okay, and then let's play my 2 right over here. You're done, baby. All right, thank you so much. And that will be my 4 and my 2. So that's going to give me that. So I think I'm going to actually tend to my daughter. We're going to do lunch. I'm sorry about that. We're going to cut it short. But I just want to make sure that you guys have a good overview of what this has looked like. So I'm going to be playing through, again, my Solitaire Mode. And I'm going to come through on Friday on my channel. So if you're not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below on this as well. Again, sorry to cut this short, but it looks like it's going to be lunchtime for my daughter. Any questions? I'm going to answer any questions that are here regarding the game, the gameplay. If you want to see some things, feel free to ask me. I will show it as we go. So that's how this works. You know what? Let's place my 2, my 4. Let's do one more roll so we can. I want to show some people how the other things will work. So let's say I have a 1 and a 1 again. So I have a 1 and a 1. This is really quick here. So this is where, honestly, I like to stay low on my wingspan. So that would give me a coin. So I have a 3. I'm going to need a 4 there to complete that and also give me that 7. And then we'll place the 1, which is just one little easy spot right there. So this is a 1, gives me a 1x1 space. And that's how that works. So you can kind of see each of the realms and how they kind of work in well. So again, I want to thank you guys for giving you just a little bit of taste of how this works. But again, please feel free. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them as well. I'm going to keep this video up for those that want to, check it out later, kind of see a little bit how this plays, just a little quick insight. Again, each player, you're going to play up to 6 players. You're going to get a set of cards. Each set of cards will give you the 11 realms and your 2 scorecards here, the one for the resources and the one to fill out round by round the dice that come up. So I'm going to do my best to try and see if I can get under this 36 score this week. I'm going to be playing some more of this later today, or most likely a lot more tomorrow as well. But again, that's the Solitaire Mode here. Again, you can play it Solitaire just to kind of compete in comparing your score, see how good you can get, or play this. One thing we're going to probably I'll probably ask Jamie, Jamie, if you're seeing this afterwards, again, most people probably want to find out, are there going to be more opportunities to print out some of these Solitaire Mode cards in the future, whether they be on BGG? I'm pretty sure someone will have them as well. So again, I want to thank you guys for stopping through. Thank you guys for checking this out. Again, my name is Jazz from the Lobby of Hobbies. And again, I want to thank you guys for stopping through. You guys have a good one.